I do wish you the very best as we progress together in your realizing your full potential.
Graduation is a process that goes on until the last day of your life. If you can grasp that, you will make a difference.
I think that we can see that there's something different about the Allan Gray Fellows as they come out of this process.
So they can take our diamonds, but chill, wait, we're going to cut them first.
I was surprised but happy to present.
In Africa, future CEOs, because we all know that future CEOs in
entrepreneurs tend to learn from entrepreneurs and not from textbooks.
But you want to maximize the impact of this fellows community.
What we're trying to do is change habits. So we want people to become habitually entrepreneurial.
The only thing that matters to those discontent with the status quo is changing our minds.
It's been quite intense, but I felt like I've learned so much.
The foundation has really not given me purpose, but helped me refine what my own purpose is, which I didn't have before I came here. I was a bit of a lost soul.
The Allan Gray Orbis Foundation exists to identify and develop high-impact entrepreneurs and entrepreneurial leaders whose energy, thought and actions challenge and change their contexts, their communities and the world at large. As we look back on this last year together, we're grateful for what we've learned and for what we've achieved, and we're extremely excited about the youth and the future of our country. At the end of 2010, after 4 grueling selection camps, 69 new Allan Gray Fellows joined our fellowship community, bringing our total number up to 239. At the same time, we celebrated the graduation of 32 of our senior fellows as they joined the Alumni Association to embark on the next phase of their journeys with us.
And meeting a number of you, not all of you, before the ceremony just instilled in me a great sense of excitement for your future and for the future of South Africa.
As our understanding of nurturing entrepreneurial talent has grown, we've started doing some things differently.
Of high-impact entrepreneurial leaders.
The foundation expanded to partner with Stellenbosch University for the first time. We made some additions to our team. This allowed us to establish a full-time multimedia desk to focus on capturing, interpreting and communicating the foundation's journey as it unfolds. New team members also made it possible to diversify our support to fellows and to start our Ignitions program, challenging fellows to ask questions and challenge the status quo.
So what we recognized was that we needed to develop a whole range of mindsets and attitudes and try and inculcate those into people so that they could be waking up thinking entrepreneurially rather than entrepreneurship as something that they do.
Throughout the year, the Foundation hosts events structured specifically to create the space and connections for great ideas to grow into practical results. In this spirit, 2011 commenced with the summer seminars, equipping fellows to make the most of the year's opportunities ahead, whether these were selection for study abroad or the opportunity to pitch and gain funding to the 2011 Brightest Young Minds Conference.
I was just open-minded to the whole setup and the whole, as she said, the unstructured structure and questioning other people's ideas and bringing your own ideas to the table.
April saw year-equipped fellows from all across South Africa converge in Villiersdorp to learn about community and treating the locals to a surprisingly harmonious performance. In autumn, the Year Experience Fellows took a weekend away to prepare for the next phase of their careers and reflect on their fellowship journey thus far.
This weekend gives me a chance to ground again, because I feel like I'm always floating academics, and I forget who I am. I just lose myself in the pipeline of school.
I think at all times I always do have my dreams and where I want to be in mind, but now I'm more conscious of trying to take parts or trying to make decisions which will get me to that point.
Throughout the year, fellows also gathered quarterly for regional dialogue sessions, connecting with experts to share insights on Africa, leadership, economic development and the environment. The fellows took their learning outside. One group of fellows was invited to this year's Nelson Mandela Rhodes Conference. Another group attended SAWIP in Washington. One fellow was invited to the Youth G20 Summit in Paris. Another fellow was the African representative to Google Zeitgeist. We believe that one of the greatest ways to nurture entrepreneurial mindset is to build entrepreneurial community and to give fellows a platform to share ideas. Based on this, the Foundation took a huge leap of faith this year and hosted our first ever National Jamboree. In July, 200 fellows gathered for 4 days in Cape Town. They were posed one challenge. What is your ignition or idea, and what do you want to do about it? The agenda was entirely in their hands.
How are you feeling about today at the Jamboree?
I'm most excited about today because today it's open space.
So really just waiting to see what this unstructured, structured plan will bring.
One of the biggest assets of the fellowship are the fellows themselves and their community. And so through creating this action platform, we are really building this amazing sense of possibility in the fellowship community.
The CEO also challenged the fellows to be unreasonable.
And in fact, our whole legal system is based on that concept of the reasonable person or the reasonable man. And actually, the more that we look at it, the more we see the people that have affected change, the more we believe that actually our law is actually the law of the unreasonable person.
And at least one fellow took him seriously when he attended the One Young World conference 3 weeks later in Switzerland.
I'm just wanting to be completely unreasonable as a youth leader.
Reality is happening right here, right now. At this moment, we are mirroring the ideas we find billowing like thunderclouds.
And as we learn more and more about nurturing entrepreneurship, our selection team is constantly searching for new fellows to add to our community.
Initially, my only goal was to get the bursary. But then once I came here, they enlightened me on much more. And I feel that I'll go back as a changed person.
It is quite a long investment to be investing in people for a lifetime. And I think that those decisions are critical in terms of knowing that we are getting the right people on board, knowing that the techniques, the methods and everything that we use will be able to bear so much fruit in the long run.
I dream about becoming a fellow of the Allan Orbis Foundation.
2011 has been an amazing year. We're grateful to those of you who have shared it with us, excited to be meeting those who are going to be joining our community soon, and looking forward to the year ahead.